highest represented, okay? And median is the median. You sorted middle one, okay? Like, shortest to tallest, like that, you line them up and pick the middle one, all right? So if you have like this, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 25, okay? 6 numbers. These 2 numbers are the middle one, right? So the average will be 7.5. So that's your median.
Okay.
Get it? Right. What is range? Range is highest minus lowest. Okay? That's range. And then what else you need? You need a I want to do some problems with that will help me kind of clear up all the little details. I'm going to use a book that people don't know about. And this book is called GMAT book. It's going to be a classical Bible book. It has awesome probability questions. Okay, great probability questions. The best I've ever seen. 371. This book has. So let's start here. Also, standard deviation means how spread out it is. Okay, if something is like one standard deviation, like if somebody's, let's say I'm going to show you something different. Like let's say in one class the average is 60. Okay, another class the average is 80. That's the middle point. Okay, and the standard deviation for one class is this class is 5. The standard deviation is this class is 10. Okay. So, in these classes, if you get 65 in this class, and if you get like 90 in this class, that's like the same thing. Get it? Do you see that you get it? What I'm saying intuitively, right? The average is 60 and 80 in that. In one class, if you get 60, it's the same thing as getting 80 in the other class. But in the first class, since the standard deviation is 5, it's class 5, 65. That's the same thing as class 10. Huh?
10, so 60,
yeah.
65, 80.
Yeah, like for example, in one class you got average is 60 and you got a 65, and the standard deviation is 5. That's like one standard deviation, class 1 SD. That's the same thing in the other classes. The average is 80 and you got a 90. You're all happy, you got really good, but it's really the same thing as that 65. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just something you have to understand intuitively. That's good enough for me. You don't need to go too deep into it. Okay? Now let's do some probability questions together. Do you know how to do question number 1?
And 0 to 5, the marbles are red. And then 1, 4 are green. 1, 4 of the red balls. 4 broken. And 1 5 of the green are broken. No.
You don't know? Okay. So what happens is, when you read the question, you have to see what clues they're giving you. Okay, you have to think like a detective. Okay, you can see that 2/5 of these are red. So red, 2/5.
Mhm.
1/4 are green. Okay, and rest, whatever rest of it, total will be 100%, right? Rest is the rest. Okay, we don't know about the rest. Now this is saying 1/4 of the red ball. So 1/4 of those red balls are broken. Okay,
Yeah.
1/4 are broken, and so the other 3/4 are good. Okay, we don't need those. Okay, and from this 1/4, these other green balls, 1/5 are broken. So 1/5 are broken. So the other part, the 4/5, are good. So they're asking us what proportion is broken. So we really need to look at this one and this one, right? This is the path. So when you multiply this, first you get red ones, 2/5 of those, and then you multiply with the 1/4. So 2/5, that's 2/5, that's 1/4, that's 2/20. Okay. So 2/20 are red and broken. Same thing here. 1/4 times 1/5. That's 1/20.
Yeah.
1/20 are green and broken. So now what you need to do is you need to get this together, right? When you get those together, what do you get? Together, that is 3/20, right? Does it make sense?
Yeah. I just missed the last part. I went all the way to 110 and 220 and 120.
Okay, I see. I'm putting a question in here so you can look at it later. Okay, number 2. I just told you the definition not too long ago, so you should be able to do it now.
The highest to lowest, you said. Then C.
See? What is the highest?
The
What is
highest
the
is
highest?
10,
What is the lowest?
-2.
So what is the difference?
10 minus -2. The difference is
Yeah. Which is?
10. 10 is D.
No, it's not. 10 minus -2. Think about it. If you have a
12.
number line.
12.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 10 and 2.
You see
Yeah,
why?
12. Got it.
10 minus -2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay, number 3.
Divisible by 7 and 10. I don't know.
Want me to help?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me the first number that's divisible by 7 and 10.
70.
Tell me the next number.
Let's say.
No. 140.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Tell me the next number after that.
Um, 280. No, 210. 210.
Yeah. See, so there is a pattern. It keeps going up, up, right, like that, right? So this will just take a little bit of time for you to, find all the numbers up to 1,000. So why don't you just divide 1,000 by 70? And when you do that, you get 1 with 70, 30, with 4, that's 180. You have 20 left. So you have reached actually 980 and there's 20 left. So it doesn't matter. These 40 numbers are the only numbers that you need, right? Get it?
Yeah.
So there are 40 numbers between 1 and 1,000 that's divisible by both of those numbers. Now, what's the probability of that? That's 14 out of 1,000. That equals to 7 out of 500. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay, let's try question number 3. See, I scour through all the books and find out the best book for best type of questions,
Mhm.
I'm also going to go over a statistics probability with you after this to show you something, the Venn diagram and all that. Excuse me.
What is the probability the product of two integers? Is it E?
Yes, elephant?
Mhm.
No, not really. There are a couple of important concepts here. Uh, see, you know that out of those 20 numbers, there are 10 odds and 10 even, right?
Yeah.
So, chance of even, when you pick a number, chance of even is 10 out of 20, which is 1 half. And chance of odd is also 10 out of 20, which is 1 half, right? So if you have to pick just one, it's 1 half, right? But they're not saying that. They're saying you're going to pick two numbers and you multiply those two. So there are two of those, right? So first, you could pick odd and odd. If you get odd and odd, chance of that is odd. You get odd and even. Multiply that, that's even. You have even and odd. You multiply that, you have even. You have even and even. You multiply that, you have even. So these are all the possibilities you have, right? These are everything that's possible. Get it?
Yeah.
There's no other possibility. These are the only 4 different ways. Now, it says, what's the chance that this will be odd? So you're talking about just this first one. Okay? What's the chance you get odd times odd? So, what's the chance you get odd twice in a row? That'll be 1 half times 1 half equals 1/4. There's 1/4 chance that you'll have an odd.
Okay.
Get it? Because it's independent. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Number 5. How did you do that?
The median is the average, so I may have to add them all and divide it by 5, and add them all and divide it by 6 and see, right?
What is the meaning of well, you forgot the meaning of median and mean. Mean is average.
Oh, median is the middle, so the first one is 25, and the other one will be 15 times 17 divided by 2. So it would be
Yeah.
so 32 divided by
See,
2.
median is the middle one. So you line them up. First one, you line them up like it's 25, 27, 28. Or something. 25, 27, 28, another 28.
I have 28.
The middle one is the middle one.
28.
Okay? That's the middle one. You do the same thing for the last one. Tell me what you get.
19, 21, 22, and 12. Okay. So the other one, we have 6 numbers. So the middle one will be 19 and 21 divided by 2, right?
Exactly. There you go. That's 20, right?
That's 20.
Yep. So subtract it.
It's 8.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. How about 6?
X and Y are 2 positive integers. X plus Y equals 5. Then what is the probability that X equals 1? Except C.
Is it C?
Mm-hmm.
No. Let me show you. How many ways can you get X plus Y? You could get 1 plus 4,
Yeah.
2 plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 1/4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is correct.
Okay.
X equals 1. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, that's like 4 of those, 1/4. That's correct. Okay. So, number 7?
I don't know this one. This is about it.
Okay, now look. So how many of these cars have 3 or more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 out of 20 are 3 or more. That's 2 out of 5. That's it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Okay. Try number 8.
Four cars.
Did I help?
Yeah.
Which one is at least 4 cars?
So,
It's 4, 5. Huh?
so is it A?
No. Look, how many of these have more than 4 cars? 4, 5, and 2. Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals to 11. Right? So, you can see that
It's at
11
least
out
4.
of 20 have. That's it. 11 out of 20 have
Why you
4 cars
say
or more,
4
right?
plus 5 plus 2? I don't get this plus 2.
Because it says at least 4 cars. Look at this. What is the meaning of at least 4? At least means
Yeah, I got it.
4, 5, and 6, right?
Yeah, I got it.
That question. Number 10.
Agree. E?
Here's an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
No. See, the first number that's divisible by 3 is 3.
3,
Next
yeah.
number is 6. Next number is 9. So it goes on like that. So if you
Mhm.
divide 100 by 3, you get 33, and you have one remainder. That 33 is the key number, right? So between 1 and 100, there are 33 numbers which can be divided by 3.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Okay, number 11.
E.
Oh, no. Here's how. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could have picked 1 and 2, 1 and
Oh,
3,
3 and 4.
1 and 4. Yeah, I'm starting with 1 and then I'll get there. 2 and 3, 2 and 4, also 3 and 4. How many of these add up to 5? Okay, this one,
And that
or
one.
this one, right?
Yeah.
So basically we have 2 out of 6 of those, which is 1 out of 3. Right?
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, number 12.
The red ball. Red, yellow, and green. Okay. A.
A as in apple.
Mhm.
Okay, that's correct. That's correct. You picked 2 out of total of 9. Good job. Okay, how about 13?
D.
D as in dog?
Mhm.
Yes, good. Because it's 4, 5 is the highest, 4 is 1 is the lowest. Good job. What about 14?
D.
D as in dog.
Mm-hmm.
See, what's the chance of getting the first egg
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
rotten, right?
We have two choices. I mean, you can choose one egg or you can choose two at a time. If you choose then first one and then the two, is E the answer. So
When you
that's what
take
I'm
the first
confused.
egg, yeah, when you choose the first egg, you have
Mm-hmm.
chance of 2 out of 5th, right?
Yeah.
And if it's the second egg, that's also independent. You have 4 eggs left, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And how many rotten eggs? Rotten eggs are left. 1 out of 4, right?
Yeah.
When you multiply it, that's 2 out of 20. It is 1 out of
Oh,
10.
110. Oh God.
Make sense?
Got it. Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay, how about this? 15. Should I help?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Look, they're asking for what is the probability that the engineer is a male senior engineer?
Mm-hmm.
So how many male seniors do you have?
4.
4, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the probability should be these 4 out of the total, right?
Yeah.
Which is 4 out of 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be 4 out of 16, right? Total is 16.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, how about 16?
See?
142? Yes, you're right. 70?
B?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see why clearly?
Yes,
It could
because
be 0, 1, 2, all the way, all the way to 10. They say the probability of 1 through 10 is 0.55. So 0 must be 0.45.
yeah.
How about 18?
E?
Yep. Good job. Good thinking there. There's just one event, right? Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good.
Are you sure?
Okay. How about 19?
No, I use the blue. No, I use the blue. I did not use the orange. No. 19, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. 19B. Mm. Mm. B. C?
C as in cat? Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's 2 and 2. How many fives do you have here? I see 2 5s. See that?
2 5s.
So it should be 2 and 2. I see 2 3s. I also see 2 5s, so it should be D.
Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay. We should do this now. Yeah, don't worry about this rest here. We need to do a little bit of permutation and combinations. Okay. Do you understand permutation and combinations pretty well, or no?
What is that?
So like when you pick, like let's say if you have, like let's say, okay, the permutation is when you have this 100-meter, okay, 100-meter race, okay, in the Olympics, okay. So runners come from all over the world, right? But they cannot all run together, right? There are 8 lanes. They can only run in 8 lanes. So what do? In the first round, second round, third round, they make everybody, run like first round, second round, third round, and pick the top 3 and move them to the second round, right? So when Usain Bolt runs, what does he do? He makes sure he's in the first 3, then he slows down, and lets, saves his energy, right? Because he doesn't care, right? It's the top 3 is all he cares about, right? So with combination, the difference between permutation and combination is permutation order is important, okay? So they give gold, silver, and bronze. So permutation is like the final. Okay, the position is important, but combination is like the hit, right? The hit, take the top 3. Okay. So the difference between combination and permutation is combination you do like this. You have 8 runners, okay, and you pick 3 winners. So what you do is 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial and 5 factorial. Okay. That's 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. So you stop right there because there's 5 factorial at the bottom that you can cancel. And you have 3, you can write it down. 3 times 2 times 1. 3 times 2 is 6, and this 6 is gone. So basically, there are 56 different ways you could have picked the top 3 runners. Does it make sense?
You got it, yeah.
Okay. On the other side, permutation is like this. You give gold, silver, and bronze. How many ways can you give gold, silver, and bronze? You do 8 factorial, and there are 3 winners, so there are 5 losers. So you do 8 minus 3 factorial, which is 8 factorial. Cancel, cancel. That's 336, okay? So there are 336 ways you could have given gold, silver, and bronze, right?
Okay. Got it.
Okay? See the difference, right? So how you remember it is P for permutation, P for position or order is important, okay? Position and order. Combination, you just pick them. It doesn't matter who is first, second, third, as long as you pick top 3. So that's the difference. So we have combination. This 8, 3, and 5. So just 3 things. 3 things. C is the third alphabet. There are 3 things. Permutation, there are 2 things. Okay. So for permutation, you put all factorial on top and losers at the bottom. Okay. In combination, you have all factorial at top, winners, and losers, both at the bottom. Okay. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. That's one technique you need to understand. These 2 techniques. Another thing is, let's say if you have five people, you're going to pick one. Okay, you write like this. This is 5 combination 1, which is 5 factorial, 1 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, that is actually 5. So if you have 5 factorial, you pick 1. It's just 5. Okay. If you have 10 people, you have to pick 1. There are 10 different ways. Okay. Whenever you pick 1, it's the same number. Like if you have like 10 people, you have to pick 10 different ways. 1. You pick 1, you have 10 different choices. Right. If you have 100 people, you have to pick 1. You have 100 different choices. Right.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to do any combination. You can just completely say that if I have 10 choices, 10 people, I have to choose 1. I have 10 different choices. That's simple, right? So combination is like choice. Okay. No first, second, third. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, let's say I'm going to give you a question. Mississippi. Okay. So there are 11 alphabets, right? How many different words can you make out of this? So 11 factorial divided by M is 1 factorial, I 4 factorial, S 4 factorial, P 2 factorial. Get it? So there are 4 different possibilities, right?
Yeah.
1, 4, 4, 2.
So 4 different possibilities.
Right? So 1, 4, 4, 2. So there. Yeah. So that's how you set it up. There are 4 different things. Alright? So like for example, if you want to do like okay. How many E's do you have? 2. That's 1.
2.
That's 1. That's 1, right? And that's 2. And that's 1. So that's how many alphabets? 8 alphabets. So how many words could you make with your name? You put 8 factorial on top, divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, and the others are like 1, 1, 1, 1. You know, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, yeah? 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay, so that's like 8 factorial divided by 2 factorial plus 2 factorial, which is like 2 and 2, which is like 4. And the top you have 8 factorial. Make sense?
So how many possibilities do I have?
Yeah, you have to multiply it out. You have to do 8 times 7 times 6 times like that, you know? Times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Divided by 4. So 4 and 4 cancels, you know? So you have 6, 30.
Okay.
So 30 times 6 is 180. 180 times 56. Okay, 56 times 180. That's how many, you know, you multiply that. That's how many, you know?
Got it.
Make
Got
sense?
it. Yeah.
So that's how you set it up. I just wanted to give you that example so that you can kind of intuitively see, you know, how it works. Let's save this. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now look at question number 1. How do you do it?
There are signals in a lecture room. In how many ways can the lecturer enter and leave the room? 3 ways.
3? No.
2.
No. Let me show it to you with a picture maybe. I'll show you 2 different ways, okay? Think like this. Oops, the file got too big. You have 3 boxes, 3 doors to come in.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I go to the first door, Go to this, go to this, and go to this, right?
So
Or I
it's
could go
9.
to the second door. Yeah, see that?
It's
So
9.
this,
Each
this,
one has 3
this, right?
possibilities.
Exactly, exactly. So this is how you should, you can take. And another way of doing this would be, first 3 doors you choose 1. That's 3 combination 1. Another one, 3, 1. Remember with the 3 I told you, you don't even have to do anything. It's just 3 times 3. That's 9. Get it?
Yeah.
So it's a combination question. You pick that? Okay. 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 How about number 2?
It's a C.
See as in cat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's fantastic. Good job. How about number 3?
It's a D. D.
No. Think of it like this. There are 3 lots, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So first one, there are 10 choices. You pick 1. Second one, you have 10 choices. You pick 1. Third one, you have 10 choices. You pick 1, right? So it's really 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. Get it?
Why you know it's
No?
10 choices? Oh, 3
Because there are
digits
10
safe
choices.
code.
Yes. Right? So that's 1,000. The other way of looking at this is, okay, the numbers are 000 all the way to 999. So how many numbers? 1,000 numbers, which you can queue.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, number 4.
4.
Let's do number 4 and call it a day. Have a night.
It has to be D.
D as in dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. Okay, we'll call it a night. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
Same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Alrighty, have a good night. Bye-bye. And I'm going to bill tonight's and tomorrow's and last week's all together, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's what, 1 hour, and last there was a 2 hour, like 10 days ago or something. I'll put it together. Yeah? Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
No problem.
Bye-bye.